Day 9:55. It's 11:45 a.m. I feel so good. Oh my God. I woke up this morning just feeling so fresh and clear. Fasting is just it's so amazing. It's challenging to do, but the results are just amazing. And this has only been a day. But I woke up just feeling, just so clear, so present, excited about God. Just feeling so hopeful. And I got my chair in the mail from Amazon. I used some of the money that my dad gave me for my birthday to get a chair so I can go sit in the park, and I got a apologetic study Bible, and so I'm gonna go set that up and sit in the park. And I was driving to the park and I was like, oh my God, I have a coaching call at 12. I rescheduled all my coaching calls, but this is a purpose assessment with someone who wants to talk about coaching. And so I drove to the park, and then I drove past the golf course, and I was like, I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna get my golf clubs too, because at the end of the day today, I want to go to the driving range and just be present and be in nature and just rest. And so I just drove back, and I'll do that call. But I feel so amazing and hopeful, and I just forget how powerful fasting is, spiritually, what it does for your mind and your spirit and your soul. It's so powerful. And I was driving just really thinking about warriors of God, like Chris, you need to disciple them, really disciple them. You're not building a business, you're building an army, and you are their general, you are their leader. And they need more guidance, they need more direction, because I get on the calls and I teach and I teach and I teach, and I inspire and inspire and inspire, but I need to know what they need. What are they struggling with? I need to be able to coach them through things. And so I need to change up the structure a bit and add some things and do all that stuff. And so I'm gonna go sit at the park after this call and really think about that and ask God, okay, God, what do you need? But he's shifting my mind right now from this being a business to this being an army. And I was just, thinking about our warrior manifesto. This is war. We are warriors. We fight, we win. So God says, well done. And so that whole manifesto of what it really is to be a warrior of God, understanding that this is war, but we are warriors. So we fight and we win. So God can say, well done. And just really letting that be the foundation of what Warriors of God is. The foundation is not a business that makes money or a coaching program or anything like that. It's an army. And God's really shifting my mind with that. I know that's where my heart is, but my mind has been so business focused and business oriented. And I'm so much more excited for this to be an army, and to detach from the world part of it and jump into the spiritual side of it, because this is spiritual warfare. And those key things are powerful. This is war. We are warriors. We fight, we win. So God can say, well done. That encompasses everything I could ever coach anyone on. That right there is our manifesto. That is the way that we live life. That is how we solve every problem. That is what we come back to again and again and again. It sets our core values. It sets our way of operating. It sets our perspective on the world. And it's just it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And so I'm just crazy excited about that, because it gets my mind focused on what this really is about. This is not about a business. This is not about selling stuff. This is not about coaching programs. This is about raising up an army and leading these warriors and training them and helping them get out into the world and lead others. And so it's such a huge responsibility, and it's so exciting. And just really understanding that these people they're warriors, and I'm a leader for them. I'm one of their spiritual leaders. Last night, when our leader of the New Believers class was talking, he said it's important to find spiritual leaders, and they don't have to be pastors. He said, just find someone who's living the kind of life on fire for God that you would like to live. And I look at that and I'm like, oh man, that's what I'm doing. And so even though everyone in the Warriors of God group has been a believer a lot longer than I have, I know I'm one of their spiritual leaders. which means I need to disciple them. Like, I need to be doing one-on-one calls with them, and I need to be helping them, because for each of them, I can see the things they're struggling with, but I'm not doing one-on-one calls with them because, you know, it's a business. Like, yeah, we could do a one-on-one call, but it's $500. And so, but that's not building an army. You know, if a general sees one of his warriors or soldiers struggling, he's going to help them. And it's not going to be like, hey, if you pay me, I'll help you. No, I'm going to help you because you're one of my soldiers and you're fighting, and I'm your general, and it's my job to help you, and I want to help you because I care about you, and I want to help you win the battle. And so God is like shifting my mind around what this really is and who I really am and who they are. And so that just gets me super excited. And it was like this message, like Holy Spirit was like, if you do more for them, I can trust you with more people. It's like, really disciple them. Like, don't just inspire them, disciple them. Inspiring them is one thing, but disciple them. Coach them, help them, guide them, listen to them, support them. Like, just take it to a new level. Take it to a new level. Because you're one of their spiritual leaders. And it doesn't matter how long you've been a believer, because God is maturing me very quickly. Very, very quickly. And so as I was driving back, I was like, man, it would be incredible. Like, fasting is just, it just unlocks so much. It's amazing. And I was just thinking, man, what if I could fast 3 days a week? Like, what if Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, which when I have all my most important things. Tuesdays, I have my Warriors of God call, the main call. Wednesdays, we have prayer night at church. And Thursdays, I have my X18 group at church where I'm leading a group of guys, and I do another Warriors of God call. And so Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays are like the days. And so I'm just like, man, that would be, and that would really teach me like disciplining my flesh and just the connection that I could have with God. And I just feel like there's this whole new level of connection that's meant to happen. So yeah, so excited.